Hi, it's 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. I play on an Xbox Series X and it's still seriously a fun game to get into and play. There's still a decent amount of people on, you can have a lot of fun. We were hanging out in Seoul having a bit of fun and loads of people come down and joined us and it turned into a bit of a 1v1 frenzy. We had, earlier in the evening we'd had some fights and then Woody, Lurgy, Panda and Gowron of TOC were down there. I was down there with Captain Karl of Dark Marauders, and then Meta came on and joined us. He's an ex-Dark Marauder that flies on his own at the moment. And then you had Wolf of Rim come down and join us. And generally there was a lot of silly fighting. I had a wonderful fight against Wolf's Challenger in my heavyweight Crate Phantom. I wanted to test it because I wanted to see how it did with Plasmax on. Unfortunately I used phasing Plasmax against a hull tank, so that never went well. And he did outfly me and beat me. And then me and Lurgy had a fight which was two people with phasing Plasmax against hull tanks. So that didn't go well for Lurgy because it turned into a ram battle. And once it's a ram battle, I'm the one that's going to win the ramming. But they were both fun 1v1s, and in between the fun 1v1s, I was trying to pirate. Meta was having a fun evening using absolute joke builds. Here he is in his shock cannon Mamba, taking on my pirate Cobra. He also tried out a Saito Scrambler Mamba as well, and was having a whale of a time in a lot of fights that were just very, very silly, in which he was trying very silly builds. But that's Meta for you. He was drunk, he was having fun, and he didn't care. Luckily I just shared 20 wing missions with him earlier in the evening, so he was feeling flush and happy to waste some rebuys. In this fight I'm struggling because, you know, Pirate Cobra versus a Mamba is not a fight I would choose to take on normally, but you know, I was having fun, and then I realized how much he was cooking himself, and I was like, oh, all I really need to do is just avoid him. But I'll play the last bit of this fight with voice because it is a funny ending, and yeah, it's one of those fun fights. Meta decided to come and attack me at the start in the shock cannon Mamba, and if you have ever used shock cannons, apparently they are a little hot under the collar, and he really did heat himself up rather ridiculously, and the Mamba's not the best for heat management. But you know, Meta had a lot of fun on this evening, and the shock cannon Mamba in earlier fights when it was a wing of us was putting out some pretty amazing damage. So you know, I don't think it's all bad, but in this fight it may not have been the best choice. I am also using missiles that add heat to people, which may not have been helping in circumstances either. But you know, my missiles are all just effects. I've got an emissive, an FSD reboot, and one that makes you overheat. You know, they're fixed missiles with all the effects because when I shoot people in this ship I want them to get every warning possible. That was a tactic that Meta Orange actually recommended to me, and his Cobra does exactly the same thing. If you're wondering what the other holo, that is just Attack Panda of TOC lurking there spectating this fight, and let's see how that plays out. And I'll leave you with the rest of this clip in voice and say that's all. Thanks for watching, enjoy this silly ending.
By this thing.
You get back here.
Anyone that wants me can put a wing out.
You need a wing, Galeron?
Yeah, anyone that wants me, I'll do it.
It says you're already in a wing.
Oh well, I am not in a wing, that's really weird.
That comes for another drink.
That one's sent.
Oh, there's one.
It's always fun when you just kind of like forget hot shot cannons making you look down and you're just like at 50% all, and you're like, fuck it, I'm done.